Quick video today reviewing the Dodge Rams. Yeah, let's review these two here. 4th Gen DS versus 5th Gen DT. We're in the middle of nowhere here. 10 hours away from civilization. 3 hours from first city. Well, kind of village. And we're at the hunting cabin preparing, making some additional rooms and all sorts of stuff. And me and my father-in-law, we've loaded our Rams for the job. Beautiful trucks, similar but different. Let's start with this. Let's start with the 2014 here. Both same configuration. We're talking crew cab with 6.5 bed or 6.3 feet, whatever. And let me tell you, this one is a beast. We towed this 8-wheeler, so it had roughly about, and we had wood on top, so probably close to 7,000, maybe 6,000 and some pound. The bed was full of stuff, even inside the crew here. And he opened the road, so he averaged a little bit more than I did, obviously, because I drafted him, so I saved him fuel a bit. But he managed, I think it was 22 liter per 100 kilometers, so that's something like probably 12.5 miles per the gallon over a 10-hour drive. So that's 700 kilometers, something like 450 miles. Just 2-lane blacktop. And yeah, when you drive this one, when you compare these boats, it's, they have the same transmission, but they do differ. I mean, this one is a little bit harsher, the shift, the way it engage. They've smoothed it out on the 5th Gen, that's for sure, but it doesn't really change much in terms of the drivability. But I think they've changed also the gearing. I have the obviously I have the 321 and he has the 392, so I think his payload is a little bit more, not his payload, but his towing capacity is a little bit more. He's close to, I think he's 10,200 and I'm at 9,000, but I have a little bit more payload. I'm at 1,800 pounds payload and he's at 16 or 15. Yeah, obviously, the cabin is different. It's much more roomier in this one. This one has the step in the back and the rear seat. This one has a flush flooring, and yeah, the driving position is a little bit different. The seats are different. I mean, if you're tall like I am, 6'4", you're gonna prefer this one, even though this one doesn't have the full leather and electric seats. It's all manual, so there's not much adjustability, but the footwell is deeper and your feet are longer end compared to that one where it's shorter. Even though if you back up all the way a little bit more, if you have long leg, you're still going to be cramped in the 4th Gen. The 5th Gen has more leg room, even though if the seat doesn't move further back. And in the rear, well, there's obviously a lot more space for anybody sitting there. The bed, yeah, if you want to learn a mistake I did, don't do the same. What happened here is I had the roof rack. I had this roof rack. I've put about 1,000 pounds of wood there. 2x4s, 2x6, 2x8s. They were 8 feet and 10 feet long. And these racks here, this section is goes here, but I didn't push all the way to the corner because the clamps underneath I couldn't fit because this underneath is not, it wasn't that deep enough for it to fit. But what happened here, you see, because I push it too in the back of the post, kind of crushed a little bit the sheet metal there. So the sheet metal is crushed. I don't know if you see it a bit. We'll try to level out. You can see it there. If you put a roof rack, you put it on the post there. You try to figure it out a way because the sheet metal is not strong enough for 1,000 pound. Although the rack was supported more than 1,000 pound, it did the job. But it's here because on this corner was fine. I've pushed it all the way to the post, and you see the strength there on the post, and just below it, it's my fault, you know. I should have been more careful or knowledgeable, or just find a way to make it fit instead of just you know, put it the way I did. Anyway, so I had I had about 1,700 pounds payload on this one. This was full of wood, and I had a little bit less here. I had more wood. I had this was full of plywood, so I had about almost 2,500 or 2,600 pound plywood plus the trailer, so close to 3,500 pounds here I was towing. I gotta admit, and this truck compared to that one, I mean this is a beast. And you know, I see them more, this is a work machine, you know. If you work on a job, this is your day in, day out, this machine will fit you right. And for the price they're letting it go, it's even better. This one is a little bit of a more luxurious feeling. So if somebody like me that's a city slicker and, you know, has a cottage and has it, and just let the wife drive the kids to the school, this is a little bit smoother, I think. You know, the ride is just super quiet. I mean, I couldn't even tell I was loading something until I hit the brakes, you know. It was so smooth. Even I had 2,000 pound in a cab, couldn't even notice. Acceleration, drivability, smoothness. It's especially just when you're hitting the brakes, you're feeling it. Especially that trailer doesn't have any brakes, so that's where you felt the weight. Otherwise, the inside of the cabin, I mean, it's majestic. It's just no noise, no nothing. The suspension is like Cadillac. I mean, it's really super smooth, super impressed. Obviously, the Hemi makes a big difference. You know, I've owned some the V6, the 3.5 in Dodge Caravans. They're great, you know, but for a pickup this size, I mean, I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole unless you just do city dwelling, not much else. But if you want to tow, forget it. So that's it. That's about all I had to say for the trucks. Hey, might as well go to the hunting camp with me in the 8-wheeler, since you've watched this all the way to here. And yeah, it's a good ride. Check it out. for number 2. All right, there it is. The hunting camp. This was built a long time ago and it was moved here probably 10-15 years. It's 4 seasons, so it's good. We've added now this porch, picnic table, generator, second generator. We brought in the porta pie, new shielding for roof, building an extension, bedroom, dorm room with a 3 bunk bed and a shower. So this is the floor. I'm gonna open the door here. This is the old shed roof. Obviously it's gonna disappear. That window is gonna be moved here. We're gonna move it up all the way to the roof, add a new roof. This is a 12 by 12. So yeah, so we brought some equipment. We're gonna have a water tote here. That was the rack I was bringing for the heated shower, heated water, propane heated water, fire pit, or sorts of wood. This is the shower. Shower's gonna be inside, but we bought this. It's a lot cheaper and it's a lot more efficient. Has the built-in propane heater. And yeah, so we got yeah, started today on the floor, and the back of it we have a little wood burner and gas oil heater. Yeah, it's pretty rustic here, but it's good to just drive away and clear your head from the city and work and everything, and just come hunting. It's going to be on our territory here. There's at least 3 moose. Nice pictures of them. They came this winter. We've set up some cameras and we got them. A couple of bears, coyotes, and wolves. And yeah, so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. More videos coming soon on the Ram and especially the Challenger. We're doing some modifications soon. Cheers.